This is Dan Stewart, and this is your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Tuesday, July 13, 2010. Well, it was another good day on Wall Street today. The Dow was up 146 points to 10,363. The S&P was up 16.5 to 1095, and the NASDAQ, the big winner of the day, was up 2% or 44 points to 2242. Oil was up $2.30. Gold was up $14.80 to $12.13 the ounce. Silver was up 34 cents to $18.24. Last week we had a rally, but it was on low volume, which makes you suspect. Now, we are going into earnings season, and people have been kind of sitting on the sidelines on their hands waiting to see how these first few days would go. Well, today we've got that earnings glow, and that's why the market rallied on better volume than last week. Over in the Treasury front, 10-year Treasuries 3.11, 30-year Treasuries 4.10. The U.S. dollar was weaker against the euro, the pound, and the Japanese yen. And over in Europe, the European stock markets were up all across the board. The Euro Stoxx 50, Britain, France, Germany, and Spain were all up roughly around 2%. Switzerland came in last at 1%. And the European stock market rallied over our U.S. earnings good news and the fact that BMW raised their outlook. However, Europe is plagued with a lot of problems. Moody's just downgraded Portugal, and S&P is warning that it's going to downgrade Spain. The European banks have to figure out how they're going to finance all these short-term loans coming due. They've got trillions on the books, and they're going to get hit with the liquidity squeeze, in my opinion. Over in Asia, it was a mixed bag, but they were mostly down. Shanghai was down 1.5%, Australia was down 2/3, and Taiwan 0.5%. Indonesia was up 1/3, and Malaysia was up 0.5%, but all the rest of the markets were just up marginally or flat. The Asian markets were up bigger the first half of the day, but then it became apparent that Beijing in China was not going to ease on their tightening language. They dashed hopes about relaxing, and they look like they're going to follow through with their tightening. Over the next few days, watch the earnings. That will be important. And watch the volume. Do we get an increase in volume? The volume will be the key over the next 2 or 3 days if we can get a next leg up. This is Dan Stewart for your NORAM Asset Management Market Update, Tuesday, June 13, 2010.